The hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. The hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
Be my final Street Fighter 6 stream for a while. And when I say that, I mean next week is the premiere of MK1. In fact, I just bought it. And let me tell you, it ain't cheap. This version of MK1 to play Mortal Kombat 1 early was $120 because it's it was 110 and then there was tax. So actually it was over $120. That's really expensive. So hopefully the game is good. And, you know, next week, taking a look at Mortal Kombat 1 and the content that's in the game, the first thing we'll be doing is the story mode. And reports are saying the story mode's around 8 hours long, which is pretty darned good for a story for a fighting game. I don't know if the reports are accurate. They could be off a bit. But that's 8 hours. Let's assume they're correct, okay? So 8 hours of story, right, which is a lot. When you think about it, it's a lot of story. By the way, once again, I look too pale, I think. So I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more color. Yeah, look at that. I need more color saturation. This camera got all screwed up because of a computer restart. And now everything's like, there we go. I look better. There, much better. Now I actually look human again. Good. Cool. But yeah, if the story's 8 hours long, that's a lot. I hope it really is. That would be awesome if it actually has an 8 hour long story. I think the last couple Mortal Kombat's had about a 5 hour long story mode. So if it really is 8 hours long, that means they've improved upon that. Plus, this is the reboot game. So it would make sense that they have a longer story. The game also has a single player mode called Invasion, which is brand new, which obviously we're going to want to look at. Now, I have no clue if that's going to have longevity and it's something fun, or if it's something we do like once and we're like, okay, we see what it is, whatever, move on, right? Yeah, I just don't know in that regard. And then, of course, on top of that, there's online play, which, of course, everyone wants to check out. Everyone wants me to check out the online play, right? So, that being said, all of that stuff going on, that's a lot of fighting games next week just with Mortal Kombat. And then I have to pair that with the conclusion of Chrono Trigger, all right, Lies of P, and more Starfield. So that is an incredibly busy week. It would be pretty hard for me to try to squeeze in Street Fighter 6 next week. And I'll be honest with you, this was an awesome summer full of Street Fighter 6. I mean, the last 3.5 months have been tons of Street Fighter 6 coverage. You know, we're currently getting Lily ranked up to get to master level, which is probably going to take a while. I am enjoying that run. But at the very same time, you know, I realize that, you know, we need to kind of move on to other stuff at some point. Not to say completely, but essentially, we need to be doing other variety of content with all these new games coming out. All right? So that being said, this week coming up is a good week to give Street Fighter 6 a break. And for those who don't know, the next big thing in Street Fighter 6 is the release of Aki, A-K-I, or Aki is the abbreviation. I don't know what her actual, those, you know, I don't know what those letters stand for. But basically, she's coming out, I want to say the 27th of September. So it very well could be that between me going through the story and this invasion and doing some online play and then all MK1 and then more Starfield, finishing Chrono Trigger, starting Lies of P, it very well might be the next time I play Street Fighter 6 is September 27th. So maybe give this game a couple weeks break and then come back to it when people are excited for it again. You know, I'm very happy that you guys always show up and you chill and you support when I play Street Fighter. I really am appreciative of that. Thank you. But I definitely have seen a decline in the interest, probably because I've been playing it for 3.5 months straight, right? So maybe giving it a break. I think there will be some hype around MK1. People are going to want to see me play through the story and all of that, as I always do. I have been doing it for over a decade, so that should be pretty good this weekend. I will urge you all, even if you don't like Mortal Kombat when it comes to the gameplay, the story is usually pretty good. Like, no lie, I really enjoy the story modes of any NetherRealm game. So if this weekend you're not interested in competitive play, but you're around, come by one of the story streams of Mortal Kombat 1. You may have a good time. It's a good narrative. They write a really good story, usually in these games. So I don't think that you'll be disappointed if you come by this weekend, even if you're like, oh, I wanted to see Street Fighter 6. You'll probably still have a good time, okay? So I hope you will give it a shot if you're around this weekend, okay? So, what's going on, everyone? I see a bunch of people are here. So here's the deal. First of all, Mr. Game Master had done a super chat. Says, I'm enjoying your new PlayStation update. I can finally mute that annoying beep. So I guess a lot of people had issue with the beep when you boot your PS5. I don't know. I never had an issue with it. It never bothered me. So, but apparently this is something they updated today. They did a console update. And yeah, you can mute the beep from when you boot up your console for whatever reason. I don't know. So there you go. But anyway, thank you, Mr. Game Master. First contribution of the night. Now, tonight is my final stream of the week as well. All right? So any contributions tonight, greatly appreciated. Whether it be super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, or tips. Tips would be a great way to end the week since tomorrow's my day off. I have access to those funds to do stuff tomorrow. And I just dropped $120 on MK1. So tips would be great tonight. But hey, I am grateful for any contributions whatsoever. I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. I'm also not going to be mentioning it all night. You may hear me mention it once or twice over the course of the stream. But I'm certainly not going to harp on it. It's been a good week of support, and I really appreciate that. We're doing Lily ranked tonight. Last time when I played with Lily several days ago, well, a couple days ago, I did all right. I had a winning record, but it certainly wasn't as good as my usual record when I'm playing this game, mostly because Lily is the worst character, or arguably the worst character in the game. It is really hard to use her in a competitive capacity and ranked at this point. Everyone kind of is just beating her with basic patterns, which sucks, but I will do my best. I'll try to grind it out. Let's see how I do tonight. Let's hope for at least getting 3-star diamond, if not above. It would be great if I could go even further. We'll see what happens. I'm very close to 3-star diamond right now. So, is that it? I'm just trying to think. I did the shout out. I think we're good to go. I think we can boot her up and get started, shall we? Okay, let's get started. I cleaned the joystick with actual cleaner this time, and now it's really clean. Because I had these little specks that were like stuck on the stick. Come to find out, you know what those were? Those are from me blowing bubbles in here from hitting, you know, the amount of likes on a stream. And I was like, man, they're not going away. Is that like permanent like stuff on the stick? No, I just used a little bit of cleaner. They came right off. It's just that this, basically, if you're just using like a microfiber cloth like this, it'll wipe off like grease and stuff like that. But it won't wipe off, you know, like stuff like that that's dried on there. So a little bit of cleaner, cleaned it off. Hopefully tonight goes well. I really hope that we get good progress here with Lily tonight. And again, if you are enjoying tonight's stream, if you've enjoyed all the Street Fighter 6 coverage all summer, please support the stream tonight. I would really appreciate that. And then we'll bring it back at the end of the month, because it looks like no Street Fighter for a bit. Okay, guys? Okay. Alrighty, here we go. I was only a few sets away from hitting.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, yeah, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory.
Tipping me helps me more than anything.